Right now on NBC26 Live at 10, from Turkey Day right to Black Friday. Holiday shoppers already hitting the stores, trying to snag the best deals of the season. Plus, a salute to their service. President Trump celebrates Thanksgiving by sharing a message with the men and women fighting overseas. And feeding everybody. The Green Bay community comes together to continue a Thanksgiving tradition of giving back at Lambeau Field. Well, thanks for staying up late with us this Thanksgiving. I'm Shane Gustafson. John Erickson has the night off. Well, the food is gone, family headed home, and now it's time to shop. Some people pitched their tents in front of local stores days ago in preparation, and as NBC26's Shara Taylor reports, it was all to take advantage of big savings.
The deals are not just for Black Friday shopping. Many stores are already open on Thanksgiving. Cabela's in Green Bay opened at 8 a.m. Thursday morning, marking the first time they've opened their doors on Thanksgiving.
We actually had a very good customer base that came in this morning, and that kind of really excited us to the fact that, hey, this was a good idea.
So, I got this for the lady, little North Face jacket. Hope she'll appreciate it.
Cabela's closed at 6 p.m. and will reopen at 5 a.m. on Black Friday. But they'll have a parking lot party starting at 2 in the morning with games, food, and movies on a big screen TV with giveaways at 3 a.m.
Doors opened here at Best Buy on Thanksgiving at 5 o'clock, but some people were in line as early as Wednesday afternoon.
We're camping out here and we're waiting for the store to open.
These shoppers were first in line at Best Buy and excited to get discounts limited to early shoppers.
We're gonna get a big TV for the living room.
It's been actually pretty good. I'm not a cold weather person, but this has been pretty good the way he has it set up with the tent. We got a heater, we got lots of blankets, we got cuddling.
Other stores in the area, Yonkers and Toys R Us, also opened on Thanksgiving. Best Buy will be open until 1 a.m. and reopen Friday morning at 8. Reporting in Ashwaubenon, Shara Taylor, NBC26.
Now, of course, before the shopping, there was the Thanksgiving feast, and one organization is doing its part to make sure everybody eats this year. NBC26's Matt Jarko takes us to a tradition at Lambeau Field.
It's one of those things that you wouldn't trade for anything.
This is a beautiful place for the community to really become family.
For volunteers at Green Bay's Ecumenical Thanksgiving, family gets a little bigger this time of year.
We call it our Thanksgiving family.
Hundreds of volunteers coming together, as they do every year, to give a Thanksgiving meal to local families.
In today's world, people focus on a lot of the negative, and this is just such a positive event to help those that are alone or just didn't have a place to have a good Thanksgiving meal.
Jessica Zeitler has volunteered at the Ecumenical Thanksgiving for 15 years.
It was one of the best decisions that I've ever done.
She's seen volunteer families come back year after year. People like Sarah King.
It's just the most joyful experience, and I can't imagine being anywhere else on Thanksgiving Day.
Because together, these volunteers are giving thanks by giving back.
The highlight of my year, every year.
A Thanksgiving Day spent with family.
Everyone feels so good after today.
Keeping you connected, Matt Jarko, NBC26.
Well, a hot meal also coming from the Salvation Army in Green Bay this year. U.S. Congressman Mike Gallagher of Green Bay, along with other organizations, helped serve meals to everybody who stopped by yesterday. Gallagher says it's nice to see organizations like this come together to help the community.
We're blessed to live in this country and in this part of the state, but there's a lot of people out there who aren't that fortunate and are struggling, and luckily we have great organizations like the Salvation Army and Paul's Pantry, where I was at yesterday, and so it's great to see the community come together and help those who maybe are struggling to get a hot meal around Thanksgiving, and anytime we can do that, I think it's a good thing.
And the tradition continues in Chilton for the 35th annual Thanksgiving Day Express. Volunteers came together to package and deliver Thanksgiving meals for the elderly and families in need from Calumet and Manitowoc counties. The group's mission to deliver a hot meal and a kind word.
Well, I'm grateful. I mean, it's getting bigger, and pretty soon we're going to have to find a different building because it's just growing. You got all the younger generation here now, all the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, and all them here. It's just getting bigger.
This year's Thanksgiving Day Express delivered about 500 meals. Well, there was no sleeping in for some people this Thanksgiving. They had to make room for their holiday meals. Runners lined up for the Festival Foods Turkey Trot in Green Bay. Athletes got to take part in either a timed 5-mile run or an untimed 2-mile walk. And there is something for all ages and abilities, even a 2-mile dog jog for your 4-legged friends.
My aunt always dresses really goofy, and it's just fun to talk with my cousins and things.
And plenty more folks were out for a run for a good cause in Green Bay this morning. A local family hosts a run every year to help out the Freedom House in Green Bay. The 2-mile run and walk helps raise funds and awareness for the homeless in Northeast Wisconsin.
We have so much to be thankful for, and what better day than Thanksgiving to give back to those that are less fortunate. Again, it's just 2 miles down the road, and the homeless shelter is full, and there's a long waiting list to get in. So for all of us having big Thanksgiving meals and a roof over our head and food on the table, we're very fortunate.
Freedom House Ministries is a local homeless shelter that serves all types of families with children in Northeast Wisconsin. And of course, Thanksgiving is a day of being thankful for what you have. And tonight, many of you across Northeast Wisconsin are sharing that feeling. NBC26's Mo Hyder talked with some of you and some of us to find out why we celebrate.
People are excited about Thanksgiving for different reasons. Some look forward to spending time with family. Some enjoy watching football and, of course, enjoying some good eats. But everyone is thankful for something. Sure, a lot of good things happened this year. What are you thankful for this year?
Well, getting hired by the Green Bay Packers for housekeeping, and my family and my wife, Lori.
Friends, my family, and my husband.
I'm thankful for my wife, my daughter, my son Adam, and the Green Bay Packers, of course.
I am thankful that my parents were lucky enough to get me tickets to come to finally see a Baltimore game here in Green Bay.
My husband, kids, job, stability.
I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my life.
For my Packer season tickets and my family.
I'm just thankful for my family and to be alive.
Get to see my dad in spirit opening day of deer season.
I am thankful for having the opportunity to come to work every day and do what I love to do.
I'm thankful for my family, for Thanksgiving dinner, the stuffing, the turkey.
I know my parents, pretty tough for them too, so I get to see them at the holidays, but I'm just thankful that they kind of let me explore a little bit and get out and pursue my career.
The fact that we're back in an area where it snows, where I'm only a few hours from my friends or family's home means a lot to me.
I'm also thankful for my job here at NBC26. I love living here in Northeast Wisconsin and being able to share my love of the weather with all of you.
And from all of us here at NBC26, thank you for connecting with us and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Well, a lot to be thankful for tonight. Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland is here now. And Cameron, I'm thankful for the beautiful weather that we had today.
Yeah, a lot of people come up to me and say, thank you for the beautiful weather. I don't have anything to do with making the weather, but sure, I'll take the thanks. And you're probably going to want to thank me or Mother Nature tomorrow. We've got a big warm-up on the way, and you can see that warm-up now developing out across parts of Minnesota and Iowa where temperatures are in the 40s. We are currently in the 30s, but that warmer weather is headed our way tonight. If you're heading out to do some shopping, look for rising temperatures, 34 by midnight, 38 by 6 a.m. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy skies with gusty winds developing across the area. Shane?
All right, Cameron, thanks. President Trump also celebrating Thanksgiving today. He called troops overseas and visited a Coast Guard office. NBC's Edward Lawrence shows us how the president is saying thank you.
Hello, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving.
President Trump addresses troops overseas through video conference during their Thanksgiving.
We opened it up. We said, go ahead. We're going to fight to win. We're not fighting anymore to just walk around. We're fighting to win.
The president telling the troops unemployment is down, the stock market is up, and this is what they're fighting for.
Thank you very much for your service. Very important area. For each of you, I know it's hard to be away from home.
In Afghanistan, the general in charge of the 16-year-old war says the sacrifice is worth it.
We built the Afghan army up to 350,000, and now they are the ones who own the fight. They want to own the fight. They need our help, but they're willing to fight and die for their country.
The president then served lunch at the Coast Guard station in Riviera Beach, Florida.
The press, I know, doesn't have any questions. If you do, we won't take them, but that's all right.
On Twitter, President Trump recorded a video message for the rest of us.
This year, in the face of painful hardships, we have seen the incredible strength of the American spirit. Neighbors helping neighbors.
The president then reminded us about his successes.
Our stock market has hit a new all-time high. Unemployment is at a 17-year low. We've created $5.5 trillion worth of values.
President Trump adds he is doing something special. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
Now, U.S. troops in Afghanistan may be far from home, but the holiday tradition was with them tonight. NBC's Hans Nichols reports.
Everybody doing all right? Well, Thanksgiving has all but passed here in Kandahar in southern Afghanistan. The troops got 2 meals, one for lunch and then the same thing at dinner. They really liked it, and they had their officers serving them. The commander, General Nicholson, flew in for that. It's a military tradition to have officers serve those below them on holidays. Now, if you're on a forward operating base, it was on Wednesday that they choppered out a hot meal to those folks, those soldiers out there on the front lines. Here at base, it was a mixture of fighting and fun. The fun, of course, an annual football game, the Turkey Bowl. Officers versus enlisted. Officers did lose that, I think, by just a touchdown. A busy day here. It'll get back to a little bit busier tomorrow as the business of war fighting and trying to bring Afghanistan and help them defeat the Taliban by 2020 so they can have better control of their country. Hans Nichols, NBC News, Kandahar, Afghanistan.
Well, coming up, it's the sights of the outdoors. Hear why the Wisconsin DNR wants to hear from you about your hunt this year.
You're connected to NBC26 News at 10 with Cassandra Duvall, John Erickson, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, and Sports Director Charlie Sakaitis. NBC26 News at 10, keeping you connected.
Quite sure where January came from at the beginning of my weathercast. I have to blame the amount of food I ate this evening.
Hey, that's a good excuse. And I'm glad the temperatures don't feel like that January. No. All right, well, Cameron, thank you.
Right,
thanks for keeping January temperatures away. Well, after the break, seeing the outdoors while the DNR is asking for the help of hunters after this year's deer season. Wisconsin's gun deer season is almost at an end, but hunters, before you're done for the year, the DNR needs your help. NBC26's Marissa DiCandido and Josh Visti explain how in this week's Great Outdoors.
Maybe you didn't get your trophy buck this year, but the DNR still wants to know what you saw from your stand.
The more hunters that participate in that, we pull that information together and it helps paint the picture for the county as far as whether the trends are going up or down.
The DNR started the Deer Hunter Wildlife Survey about 6 years ago. It asks hunters to report where they hunted, what they saw, and how many hours they were out.
But the online survey allows hunters who maybe didn't get a deer to also share their experience.
But don't worry, it won't give away your secret hunting spot.
The survey only kind of nails it down to the county of activity and whether they were on public or private land, but it doesn't get any more specific than really what county they were hunting in.
The data collected helps counties track deer trends, but the problem is the DNR needs more hunters to take part to take a more accurate picture.
We get about 4,000 hunters a year that participate in that survey. That sounds like a pretty big number, but when you've got almost 600,000 hunters, it's not too many of them that are taking advantage of that.
And this year, they've made it even easier for hunters to take advantage. You can fill it out on a phone app.
So you could literally fill out that survey while you're in the vehicle before you even get home from your hunt, hoping that more and more people will participate in it.
Helping counties and the DNR keep Wisconsin's hunting tradition alive. Marissa DiCandido for NBC26.
To see the results of the Deer Hunter Wildlife Survey from past years, visit our website, NBC26.com. You can participate in this year's survey until January 7th. We'll be right back with sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Windy and warm tomorrow for Black Friday. And real quickly, I was doing a little research on the internet. I was talking about January a month earlier, back in weather. Apparently, I'm suffering from food coma. But no worries, I will be just fine tomorrow.
You sure it's not a food coma?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys, and thank you for connecting with us live at 10. Have a great evening.